Studio one by itself.
Oh, so anyway, Matt, it's like I was telling you. You just got to tell her the new safe word is going to be meatloaf. Because that way you'll show that you will do anything for love, but you just won't do that.
There's a chance I might do that. There's given enough alcohol. I mean, there's a chance.
And that is why you and I are not staying in a room together at TFCon.
That's right.
Boy.
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
30, 29, 28, 27,
Yeah,
26.
yeah, we do need to cut that down.
I didn't want everybody to be lost and not know what show they were at. Like, where's the countdown that takes extra time? What show am I on?
Andrew, Alyssa, hi! I've missed you.
No, he keeps falling asleep. You, sir, need to take a nap in the middle of the day.
That's why Alyssa's there to keep him awake. She's the one who's actually paying attention to the show because, girl, you need to let us know. We will get you like an autographed card or something for the wedding.
Hey, you guys know it'd be great to like lead up and like have anticipation, like as like people are waiting for like the bride to come out.
Boo this man.
Oh
Boo
wait, did I?
This man.
Did I make this?
Boo this man!
Oh wait, it wasn't re-edited.
Okay, speaking of that, I got into an argument this week with this guy about who's like our favorite vampire, and he was talking about Angel. One guy was talking about Lestat. Me, I was saying like the one on Sesame Street, that he was the best vampire. And he says to me, "Dude, God, he doesn't count." I'm like, "Trust me."
I assure you, he does.
Nightwing, I just might. Boredom is coming in with the booze already.
I was complaining last week of no jokes. Okay, so I can give. I'm coming back.
Right, but if you don't have a joke, then he doesn't have anything to boo. So it's sort of a symbiotic relationship.
You know who's the greatest comeback of all time?
I can make a really bad joke on that one, and
I was going to say Kim Kardashian, but what's up, everybody? It's Thursday night. It's 9:00 Eastern, and if you're watching us here live on YouTube, 1, thank you. 2, make sure you pop into that live chat. 3, make sure you kielbasa slam that like button. 4, ring that notification bell, and if you're not already, subscribe. Well, you'd have to be subscribed to ring that notification bell. Anyway, we are Figure Action We're Collectors Podcast. And we've got a lot of cool stuff to talk about tonight. We've got a guest hopping in later on in the show, Mr. Nathan Simmons from Nate's Toys and Collectibles. He's going to talk about what's going on in the action figure world as a seller and hang out with us and also talk about his giveaway. So it should be a really cool, fun night. Hell, I'm feeling generous. I may even give away one of our fantastic Figure Action t-shirts available on teespring.com in the FAP shop. Link in the description below if you want to get one for yourself. But hang out tonight. We'll pick somebody from the chat towards the end of the show. And Continental US only.
His OnlyFans, he'll actually give you the one off his back.
I mean, I could give you the Dave shirt.
Smell all ExtraZero.
The Dave shirt and a dryer sheet stuck to it.
I hope that's a dryer sheet.
I hope it's a dryer sheet. But Dave, how the hell are you doing? And did you get anything cool aside from a very cool dryer sheet?
I got a whole box of styrofoam over there from work, and I really need to. I'm going to be working down here tomorrow.
Side note: I like Pest saying here, "I came for the figs, but stayed for the action."
My wife said the same thing before when we were dating. Anyway, I got some cool stuff. I did get a box from Team Amazon this week, which did include SPD Pink, Dino Thunder Blue, which I'm actually really excited about these guys, and
So excited.
Lost Galaxy Red. this one came in that 2-pack with Psycho Red, which of course they did 2 of those too. But this one has a different head and a better weapon, so that's pretty cool. But now I got 2 Lost Galaxy Reds. Also this week from Team Amazon, I got part of the new X-Men wave of Cyclops, Professor X, and Weapon Omega. I got 3 more coming in next week. I could not find Marvel Girl to save my life, so hopefully I can find her out in the wild. That's because I want that Jean Grey just to put with my giant size X-Men team. And last ones, arriving from Target, I did get Last Night on Earth Batman, which with the Bane Build-A-Figure, which has me very excited. And I got the big ol' Thanos right here, which
Nice.
one has me very excited. So
Back to you,
I'm
Gene.
over on that one. I am not a mint and sealed box collector, by the way, guys.
What gave you away?
That makes it easier to throw them away.
Speaking of a man who throws boxes away, T-Man 978, how the hell are you? And did you get anything cool this week?
I am spectaculicious. And I got some of the figures that Dave didn't show, like
You have
Magneto.
no idea, Haskins.
You got White Nito.
White and Silver. I also got Cyclops.
That's a cool effect.
Yep. And
Is
I
that?
wish they would learn how to give him 2 fists instead of these 2 fingers.
But how else? How else would he ask people to smell his finger? I know we've made that joke since 2014.
They can make it optional. He's Bucky Cat, but he has penless elbows.
Just kills me they didn't put that effect in with the 90s Cyclops.
Right. And I got Moira McTaggart. She's very pretty. I like
She
her.
just looks cool. That's a neat concept what they did with the removable coat and changeable arms. I like that.
I think this one looks cool too. The Omega Sentinel.
Super fighting robot.
Where is he? Charles. In his sleepy mode. This is Joe right there. Right now. I got Marvel Girl.
Side note: we should do a custom Joe figure.
Hmm.
I might pick that up.
And when you get all of those, you get this guy right here.
Oh, you got the whole thing finally?
Yeah, it's good head. Lots of head.
Trihead. I also got Damian Wayne,
I warned you.
and he looks pissed off.
Oh, yeah, as you should.
I don't hate him. I also got Firestar.
Man, you need to pull up that money shot of the 3 amazing friends.
Which money shot?
You had the one of Iceman, Spidey, and Firestar. And
Oh, you mean it's in the chat.
I'll go back. I'll see if I can find it.
And since I don't watch my pre-orders, I also got Firestar. And this video just went up today for Ultra Expanse, which is an annoying name. Like, did they just call him Expanse, or do they call him Ultra Expanse every time? Like Ultra Magnus.
What did he run? Was he 60, 65?
60.
65.
Ultimate Expanse, sorry.
Here we go. I found the photo.
It's a leader class, and I think the plastic feels better than normal. And finally, from Amazon, they sent it through like snail mail. Kit right here, who's probably the best jazzware at Fortnite people person. Might be the best jazzware. We'll find out in the review.
Here, I'll share your photo real quick, just because it's a good one.
Punch Andrew for me.
Oh.
We should start doing a photo of the week on here. I know we do our photos, but we should pick out a community picture and do a photo of the week. I think
we could hashtag figure action, and we'll search on Instagram for your photo.
Hell, I don't care if it's a good picture. I'll use it as the by the person's permission. I'll use it as the show thumbnail. I don't care.
like that. I really like that.
But you got to do the hashtag figure action.
I
also got light bulbs because mine started flickering after 3 years.
How many?
I call this commotion. I think this should be a perfect fan interaction right now. What's that hashtag again?
Wait, figure action.
Figure action.
POD.
I wouldn't even do that. Just tag the show. We don't get that much traffic. It's fine.
I think it's already up there. Figure Action Podcast. I think that's already out there in the ether.
So it's figure action photography, but
oh yeah, I've been skipping that one.
But yeah, so we'll get your photos up, guys. I absolutely love that idea. I absolutely love it.
This is what kit comes with, like an actual launching plunger gun.
It's funny that like spring-loaded missiles are a lost art.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say I actually really like that accessory compared to the other ones, especially with the grappling hook on that one. You have to worry about that. Jesus, Haskins, give that one to give him a.
What's happening? Yeah, that's a great segue into Matt. How are you doing?
You should just tag everything with that. It doesn't have to be us specifically. I mean, that's a segue. Hi everyone, I'm great. What did I get? I also got a kitty in his Robo Pal. So
show how the shotgun works, since I didn't.
How the what?
Shotgun works.
Oh, the shotgun. The shotgun has got this cool little gold plastic, and it can be reloadable with nothing because it's fake.
When you shoot with that, it propels you like a half a block away.
So this thing is awesome. It's got a couple weird limitations. Like when I first got out of the box, I'm like, okay, let's rotate his arm up, and it doesn't at all. But there's, like Teal pointed out in his review, there are ways around it. It's just it doesn't have a full rotation at the shoulder like you would expect. But there's enough joints in here to make it work. And his legs are just friggin' joints upon joints upon joints.
Sounds like weird. A college party.
It is. It's and lots of pussy.
Now we're talking.
The only thing about mine is if you see there's a little tiny blemish on his face that I'll have to touch up.
No, that's on purpose, I think.
Is it? Well, then look at this extra feature that I have.
Dude, that's a Predator scope.
What's that?
No, seriously, those 3 dots. That looks like he's getting sighted by a predator.
Oh, okay. I mean, and he's gone. See,
actually.
So, that's what I got there. I picked up. I was feeling like I wanted to spend some money, and Target. This was late last week. Didn't have a whole lot, so I joined the Rat Trap Club and got me a Rat Trap. I haven't watched anybody's review on this, T-Man's included, and I was pleasantly surprised. He was a much more complicated transformation than I thought he was going to be. So happy with that.
You could have been surprised 2 months ago.
I could do what?
I said you could have been surprised 2 months ago if you watched.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have had the joy of figuring it out on my own. Then my favorite pickup for the week is one I've been really looking forward to, and I got it, and he's awesome. Behold, Galvatron. So this is the New Age legendary hero Darius, and they're even getting cheeky because they call it Destron Leader right on the box. So like 0 fucks given on that one. He's really, really good. He's got die cast. He's got mostly strong tolerance joints. He's got interchangeable face plates. His transformation into a space gun thingy is very involved, and he's really, really nice. Super good quality figure. The only thing he's lacking is an ab crunch, and you can sort of fake it by untransforming some of the back because he does hinge right at the side right there. Right in there. There's that hinge right there. So you can do it for a picture, but it's not really there. Very nice though. Comes with a matrix that hangs around his neck, which is in the box. It's new age, so there's a ton of different versions of this guy. If you want one with more fleck metallic finish, you want the translucent one, you want the toy version. There's a bunch of different versions. This is just the standard release. But see if I can get a good shot. That purple on him is very well done. It's almost like a speckled paint. And I've seen pictures of this guy posed before he came out where they had him posed at a distance, and you couldn't tell whether or not this was. At first glance, it looked like friggin' Fans Toys.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see it side by side.
Yeah, which I don't
Does it
have
have
there.
screw hole on his shoulder pylons? Is it a screw hole on the back as well, or just in the front?
It is a pin joint. What the hell's the camera? It's a pin that goes straight through.
Oh. And where is his Decepticon logo?
I got it. That'll be this weekend. I'll grab my.
That's
retro
really
labels.
pretty.
He's
purple is
he's a
so
good figure.
beautiful.
All right, put it away. Put it away. I want it. Put it away.
He's really nice. And look at that face. Look at that face sculpt. Look at it. It's amazing.
That's
He's
a good smile.
He's so pleased with himself.
We get it.
This is the first. By the way, too, this is not like an interchangeable head. It's actually the faceplates. I think this is the first Legends figure I've ever seen that has a faceplate swap feature, as opposed to popping the whole head off. So, really good. I'll quit going on about him. He's cool. He is pricey, but he's cool. That's all for me. That's all.
All right.
Jordan. Last but not least, please tell us, how are you?
Well, you remember when I said I might be selling my house?
I do remember.
I'm selling my house. So the adventure begins again. I have to get all of my stuff packed up, so I will be the third castmate to be selling their house within a year. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the possibilities, and I'm looking forward to maybe having a bigger base. Well, that's one of the things I'm shopping for. But getting out of town, home living. Matt, I will probably be living near you.
It's a good area, mostly.
Yeah. So there will be some developments, and I will have I've already prepared a in memoriam for my collection room. I almost put it up tonight, but I'm like, I haven't packed everything up yet, so I'll update folks. But otherwise, busy week getting everything together with the realtor. But I did get some really cool stuff in on the topic of behold, Galvatron. I got me a purple potato, courtesy of Agabus. And this is actually a really awesome figure. I didn't think I was going to like the Shockwave mode, but it's actually.
Look at that.
I tried to stealth flat Nate in here, and then it zoomed out. I actually like the Shockwave mode. He comes packed in there. The transformation, the first video I watched was Prime versus Prime, and he ham-handed his way through the video. This is absolutely a great representation of the Nemesis ship. Here's my hair gel. I like his channel, but he ham-handed it. Watch Emgo's video because I'm sorry, the Revenge. This is the Revenge. For whatever reason, I had my Fall of Cybertron Triptychon on the brain.
What does it taste like?
What is what?
Purple potatoes taste like?
Probably like regular potatoes, only with more iron. If I had to guess. But I love these effects pieces. I love the fact you can actually store the hands or the cannon on the base, and he's got like a remote control. It's not a remote control; it's a little magnet you tap on to the engines. I have the batteries here now. I just haven't put the batteries in. Really awesome piece. I could gush about it.
I just keep that displayed in that mode. It looks gorgeous.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. When I get the HasLab Unicron, it's going to go right there with it, like he's flying out. Next up, also courtesy of Hanny over on Agabus, I got Nate, I'm going to show you some love too. I got another Shockwave. I got Chaos, the Planet X Fall of Cybertron Shockwave, and this guy is awesome. the pictures don't do it justice. Like the texture in the chest, he's like all metallic pinks and purples, and there's variants in there. The only thing I don't like about this guy is I wish the eye lit up somehow. Like Planet X doesn't normally do electronics. I wish that they had light piped it, but he comes with probably the most epic effects piece I think I've ever seen for a figure this size, and it actually causes the damn arm to fall off. It needs like a Tamashi stand just to support it. But yeah, really cool piece. I also got from Amazon the Botropolis set, and if you like your Micromasters, I mean, if you like Micromasters, this is a cool one to get. It's a redeco of Airwave and Ironworks, but it also comes with Double Dealer's missile. And this is actually one of the rare ones where Hasbro took a bunch of figures and sold them under what they would be combined. So yeah, and those crappy Micromasters I got last week, I actually found a home for them. So it's like, well, yeah. But I'm going to agree. Nothing does compare to Sovereign's blast effect. That blast effect is pretty ridiculous. But for what's essentially like a Voyager, or I guess modern day leader size figure, it's a pretty hefty blast effect. Oh my god, this is a fun suggestion. T, I think you're gonna love that. Play Prime versus Prime at 90% speed. Sportimus wants to know, is that Mr. Purple Potato? No, they just shortened it to Purple Potato as the family brand.
I was afraid that PvP at 90% speed was actually a internet spam thing for a second.
I watch them at 2 times speed because I'm a boss.
I have Expanse with 2 claws because I'm special. Don't ask me how.
So very special.
I am special. Expanse is awesome. Absolutely awesome. He's still available on Target. Pick one up. Check out T-Man's review. If you like X-Men. What's that, T?
Says Sony hates it.
He hates this?
Yeah.
I'll take this, then.
Yeah.
He's been complaining all day. Let him know, because I bet he'll sell it to you quick and fast.
Second to last, I got a Jazzware Sonic today. I was in Target, and I was like, it's classic Sonic. He's $10. I don't have a classic Sonic on my shelf. He's okay. I just wish he had elbows, and he has a ring holding hand, and he's got a closed fist. And you'd think, well, he probably comes with a ring. No, he comes with a functional spring. And then, before T could even say it, like, well, Zero, I was kind of mocking because we've had these discussions before. You probably have to buy another figure to get the ring. Well, actually, no, because none of them come with a fucking ring. So,
well, obviously, Jazzwares doesn't like their product.
Yeah. So
because if they liked it, they would have put a ring on it.
They would have put a ring on it.
There it is.
But I mean, he can hold shit like, hey, if you want something to hold a spudger on your desk, hey, gotta transform fast.
He looks like he is sized right for a Smash Brothers shelf.
Well, that's essentially what I have. Is my like Nintendo and Zelda shelf. I have like a Mewtwo that T got me years ago that sits on that shelf.
Is that the Nintendo one, the Jack specific?
No, it's when Tomy was still making them.
Mm.
Yeah. It's actually pretty high quality figure. And last but not least, from our guest this evening, I got myself the Naval Commander. Quality control issues aside, I have the same thing with the splitting hinges. Mine also has like overspray or marring on the small robot head and 2 missiles that don't fire.
Mm.
Even with those issues, this is actually a phenomenal figure. If you like Armada Prime and you didn't like the fact he was a brick, this is the figure for you. I don't, and Nate, we're going to have a discussion about what happens around Chinese or Lunar New Year later, because I have some questions. You're a seller, and I'm hoping you can answer those in the discussion. But yeah, other than this red plastic, this figure is just, it's so nice. And I love Fans Hobby. The sculpt on this is awesome. He's heavy. He's got a good presence. I would maybe wait for like a V2 for them to fix the issues, to be honest. But yeah, he is pretty awesome. And
they better fix it since he combines with Jetfire.
I know. And it sounds like from hearing what TJ Duckett had to say, they're just giving people new cabs. So it's like, I'm curious, like, every Lunar New Year, they have these issues where it's like, there's at least a few figures that have quality control issues. And it's like, is it worth rushing it out the door versus the cost of fixing it later? That's what I've always wondered.
I got one of my Firestar army from Nate's Collectibles. Check them out.
Well, Nate, welcome back.
Beat me to the punch on the Nate Toys and Collectibles plug.
Thank you, guys.
But he's here.
I'm not going to plug him in person. That's just wrong.
At least not on camera. But Nate, how are you, sir? Welcome to the show.
Yeah,
I am doing quite well. Business has been very busy, especially when I have 80 Smokies show up at my house.
And it ain't even Friday.
Now that sounds like a 70s party.
Yeah, it was a 70s party, that's for sure. And I wasn't invited. But it's been really good. And varies, like I said, super busy with the store. We've had stuff coming in and out. You guys know me, I barely ever play with my own toys, it seems like, anymore, but I had to open this one. So it is.
We have to talk about that.
This is the TB League Red Sonja. I just got it in today, and that was like a mandatory. Got to open it up with the TB League, because the Vampirella is great, the Purgatory is great, and then I have the I got my first 1/6 one in, and it's the Lady Death. So I got that one in. So I'm waiting on Dawn, the 1/6 Dawn and the 1/6 Purgatory to come in. For mine, but other than that, it's been really good. I got a lot of stuff. I mean, we could be here for an hour. How much stuff I got in, because it's hard sometimes. I get so much stuff in for the store, so it's like I try to separate like what I have for the store versus what I get for to do unboxings and stuff with YouTube with. But it's like oh well, crap! I just opened that box I wasn't supposed to yet, and that's kind of how it happens. Like I got the same set in. I got the Biotropolis Rescue Mission set. Of course, I can't wait to play with this set, so to speak, because it does combine with Skylinks as well.
Yeah.
So I think that was a great set they built. Probably the best one I've seen so far. It's been crazy though, especially with all the Chinese New Year stuff, delays. Just as a heads up, if you're watching the channel and you're a part of my group, there is a quarantine issue in LA right now at the docks for COVID. So a lot of shipments got stopped right now, including my Thomas, my Voltas, and some other stuff that I had ordered from Bandai.
Wicker I have waiting for a customer, probably.
Yeah, I've had about 80 customers ask me a day, hey, where's this at? I'm waiting just like you are. But I got a call today from Customs. They said everything is quarantined for at least a week, if not 2 more weeks. So that will delay everything, which is kind of sad too, because I will be down in LA next weekend for my monthly trip I usually go on. And so I'm going to see if maybe they'll let me get some stuff. They did let me last time pick up some Mafex stuff, so we shall see. But yeah, Chinese New Year is a big effect on sellers and distributors. So if you guys don't know, a lot of stuff gets shipped by container versus air. And when things come by container, it gets delayed by a week or 2 weeks in China or in Japan too. And then it just takes forever to get here. Just like the 3.0 sound waves. We had paid for those back in September, October when 3.0 asked for payment, and then they finally showed up last month. And then I got my second shipment in yesterday. Finally, it's just how it is right now. It's just been really bad. COVID's played a huge part of this now, where things used to take me 2 weeks usually to get in. Now it's taking me a month to a month and a half to get stuff in. One thing to remember too, though, is as things are coming in, it's just me. I'm the only one who does all this. So trying to run the pre-orders plus answering messages, trying to box stuff up. My shipment days are usually Mondays and Thursdays because all weekend I ship or I pack stuff up to ship out on Monday. And Thursday and on Wednesday nights, I try to pack more stuff up to ship out on Thursdays. Sometimes I'll get some extra stuff out on Fridays before the weekend, but it's just me. And when I'm packing 80 Smokies, it takes a little bit of time. So don't think I'm not trying to get back to you guys as fast as I can. I'm trying to. It's just a little busy. And I got 4 kids, and a full-time job.
So that keeps you all fairly busy, and it's no goddamn wonder you can't open up a thing of your own.
Do you have a U-Haul at your house?
No, but I have a 3-car garage. It's pretty full with a security system. So don't try to come to my house.
Yeah. I was imagining you taking 80 Smokies to the post office.
Oh man,
they're in my garage. I've actually shipped out 40 of them so far already.
Do you have
10 more today?
Do you have like them come and pick the stuff up? Like you arrange for pickups?
I drop it all off myself. I literally will sit here and box it all up, and then I'll pack all of it, put it in my kitchen, and then I'll pack it in my van and I drop it off at the post office.
Do you hear them cussing as you walk through the door?
Oh, they know. Literally, they say Nathan's here, and it's like, and everybody knows who I am in the post office, and it works out great too because I take all their extra boxes they don't want, and I can use them to repack stuff up with. So it works out great, and of course I give them some gift cards around Christmas time because it is a lot of stuff. Like literally, I dropped off a box today that weighed 118 pounds. So just imagine the shipping costs on that. It went from here to New York.
Oof.
So, yeah, that was more than probably 30 boxes I had did last
If you told me I was going to Washington, D.C., I knew exactly who it would be going to.
And they're just too big. It's two toys. Let's think of it this way. It's 2 big Gundams, and that's it. Weighs that amount.
Metal builds?
Metal structure.
Good.
Yes. And those boxes are huge. But yeah, it's definitely fun.
I'm guessing you have stuff roll in just every single day nearly, right?
Every day. Literally UPS, FedEx, DHL, on track occasionally. USPS every day. They show up and it's kind of bad too because they all come at different parts of the day. So like sometimes USPS will come in the morning, like really early, like 7 o'clock, or then they'll come at 7 o'clock at night. FedEx usually comes around 12:30. DHL usually comes around 12. UPS, whenever they feel like it, even if it is in my town, it says, "Hey, we'll get it to you when we get to you." But yeah, literally, I bring everything in, I unbox it, and then send it out. So like I got in, my Gurren Logins finally came in, that were originally supposed to come out in January, end of December or January. And literally, they finally just showed up today. And it's because there were some quality control issues and they wanted to do a reissue of it. So I was like, okay, I'd rather have the reissue, like going back to Zero's point about a B2. I'd rather have a B2, and have a good one than have one that hasn't have any issues.
I'm sure your clientele appreciates that.
And And the hard thing too is like there's a lot of people are inbox collectors too. So I try to do the best I can as far as shipping stuff. G.I. Joe's, Marvel Legends, if you order a case, you're getting it in that case. I'm not double boxing that case. I'm sorry. Because it's so easy just to take that case and slap a label on it and get it shipped out to you versus trying to find another box to rebox it and put it in.
Real quick,
and
Tess
that's-
wants to know, are you doing AEW figures too?
I am not doing AEW figures. I cannot get the license for that one. Some of these bigger ones like those I can't get. I just got my New Age license and my Iron Factory license. So I've already sent them a big note saying what can I sell? Because some people are wanting the City Commander 2 that just came out. So I'm gonna try to get some back stock of that one to sell. And then Magic Squared as well. But the catch is I can only offer so much stuff. You know, that is the catch-22 about my job is that I do Transformers, I do Gundams, I do Legends, I do Joes, I do Star Wars. You know, I try to do as much retail, but then I also do Mafex, SH, Metal Build, all that. So I try to offer a good variety for everybody. It's just hard. I mean, I can't keep up with everything. It's like, you know, I just ordered the new reissue of Voltron. Ordered a case of that, you know, and got told we can only have so many. So I don't know how many of you guys are on Supreme Collector as well as mine. Brandon was he had said, you know, the same thing. You had to order so much stuff to get it from Bluefin, and he was telling the truth from Bluefin side. But I ordered mine from Japan side, so and so I didn't have those restrictions, but I was only allocated so many. You know, that's why. If you notice, I won't put pre-orders up for everything because I can't get enough allocation to put up a formal pre-order. Because somebody's not going to be able to get it, they're going to get mad, you know. So
right, you're just wanting to avoid that altogether.
Exactly. Like Macross is the same way. Like I can only get so many, and I know my Macross customers that want those DX Jigoken things, so I always keep them on the list, and then if I can get it, I always reach out to them first and say, "Here you go." Now, if I can get more, I will.
Nate, Andrew Haskins has a good question. If you don't have social media, is there a way to order from you?
Yes, email. You can still email me. Nathan_S82@yahoo.com.
Just get social media. You need the social media.
I can respect people who live off the grid. Really, I can. I have some good friends that do, and they're saner.
Already on YouTube. We see his comments.
He's got a point there.
And I do want to point out too, like when you say, Nate, that you like with the specialty figures or the figures that you have fewer quantities of, or you say like you know who in your store that your regular customers that collect these things that you reach out to first to give them sort of first crack. I think that's what really sells you over a lot of other online retailers is because there's a degree of give a shit that and being able to understand your clientele enough to have that relationship. And that takes a lot of effort on your part to keep up with all that. So I think that's just an extra layer that a lot of people need to understand that you're willing to do, given the people, you know, in the relationship. But that's sort of the level of care that you put in that sets you apart.
Yeah, because I can't do that. You could tell me something and then I'll forget immediately.
You'll forget 2 minutes, T.
It's okay. That's what I love. I can tell T-Man the same joke 4 times, but I can't. Except you can't show him the same meme twice. He'll remember that.
He will.
So to answer your question, I do DX Jigoken. So that are the new Bandai 148 scales. Those are like the VF1J, the VF1S, you know, the super parts, the strike part, you know, all the things that are new in Macross. I try to get those allocated and sell. And just as a heads up, that's all pay up front too. That is the catch. Is like there's a lot of stuff that's going to be pay up front when it comes straight from Japan, because they don't take. I mean, you remember Matt when we were trying to get Voltron that one night. You know, if you're trying to buy from a Japan side, there's very few of them that will allow you just to pre-order and not have to pay. So I'm in the same boat because I'm actually paying people in Japan to go pick this stuff up.
Right.
That's what we call proxy service, over in Japan or in China. I'm paying these guys to go sit in a line and order this stuff for all of us. So, and Bandai sits there and says, we want our money. So I got to pay.
And even like we talk about Amazon Japan sometimes on the show, and even you can pre-order for free, but it comes to a point where they close that there's a window where after you get to a certain point, you cannot cancel on them, and they have you buy the short hairs. Unless you can go to customer service and get it canceled on occasion, but generally you are locked in for that, whether you like it or not.
No, there's a life hack. If you have an expired card on file, you switch your payment over to the expired card. Because I did that for both Ratchet and Starscream after I got them cheap at Target. And, essentially their automated service will cancel the order for you, which I don't understand because, even though it's Amazon Japan, it's still Bezos-san. And, you would think that it would be, okay, if you don't want it, we're not going to go through the hassle of shipping this back out to you so you can then return it to us. Because the return policy is the same. So it seems kind of backwards that their cancellation policy is, no, you ordered this, you're committed to it, but you can still return it.
Yeah, don't do like I did to order 5 of those Starscreams because I was selling them and that I actually wanted to bring that up too. Is you look at what's happening to people from Japan versus the U.S. Target clearanced out all those NPM Starscreams, but you can't. That's only in the U.S. You go anywhere else in the world, it's still $100 to $150. So it's like I got stuck with all 5 of them because everybody found them at Target. So I end up having to deep discount sell them almost at the Target rate just to make a little bit of money back on them.
The sad thing though is if you held off, they probably would have gone, because like that's the way with Masterpiece goes, is like after you can't find it anymore, you'd have to sit on inventory, but it would probably have gone back up. I see them going for like 150 on the regular now.
Yeah, I always keep extra. I mean, somebody asked me the other day, do you have a Master-Made Triptychon for sale? And I have 3 of them. And I said, yeah, I'll sell you one.
Damn.
Because there are certain things you just sit on that are going to sell out. Fans toys is a good example of that,
No, I don't think there's any sitting on Fans toys these days. Mark 44 wants to know, do you get the Diaclone reboot?
I am trying to get a license with them to do that. That is kind of the catch-22 is anything Takara, like I got my Takara license, my Takara Tomy license, and it's specifically for Transformers. So I'm trying to get Diaclone as well because I want to get some of that backstock because they have a huge backstock of like DIE battles and all the stuff that's sold out. They still have that stuff. I mean, it's not gone. That's kind of stuff I want to get so I can sell that. But it's always hard because like when I got my Mezco license, my Mafex license, going through those guys, it's a huge, huge thing because Mezco I have to go through Diamond for PX exclusive stuff. And I hate dealing with Diamond because I used to run a comic shop and I remember the atrocities that Diamond used to do to retailers and distributors. And it was so bad, but you kind of have to sit with the devil, to get the ink, get the stuff sometimes.
Right.
Mafex, that was hard. That was one of the hardest things to break into was Mafex, because most of it all comes from Metacom, and Metacom only lets certain people be able to get direct, like wholesale from them. So I told them, hey, I'm a small time distributor. I only order so many, and they said, okay, no problem. It was easy, and I got it. But people that want to order, like say 100 Mafex. A lot of times they don't want to do that because especially now with shipping, the way shipping is, it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, because I have to ship everything either by boat or by DHL. And if I'm doing it by DHL, I'm going to raise prices. I have to because shipping is so expensive from over there.
You think you'll ever offer the option for one or the other? Because it's like for me, it's like I don't mind paying a bit more if I'm going to get it like DHL. I love DHL.
Yeah, I mean, I can just think of it this way, though. So I just got in my Gurren logins. Okay, there was 8 in the box. That was $380 in shipping for 8 of those via DHL. If I would have went boat, 105. So that 380 has to be allocated into the total cost of what these figures would cost you guys, and I'd have
Yeah.
to split that out.
Yeah, it's
And-
extra $47.50 on each figure.
Exactly. Now, with it being a sold out figure, I mean, it's not as bad to eat,
Mhm.
but at the same time, is I don't want you guys really eating that cost, if I can.
Yeah, no, understandable.
But I did do that with this one because I'd had so much stuff get stuck. I just paid the extra for DHL. Hush Superman sold out, gone.
And that figure's awesome, Andrew. Sorry. I got one from Nate.
Pest, aren't we all?
Yeah. I've got one left, and that's mine, and I'm not selling my own on that one.
I'll tell you too, like going back to Mezco's with their announcements within the past 2 weeks of like, holy shit, are they
We
gonna
need to talk about that.
We will. I've got some of those in the notes.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Yeah,
But
I'm just
Nate,
thinking like the onslaught of stuff that's going to be headed your way that depending on what you order and get in, but G.I. Joe and Power Rangers and all of these new IPs that they're taking on, and I could see, I see it. I see that.
It's gonna suck because I know everybody's gonna want those. Like for example, the GI Joes, the Power Rangers are great. The Crow that's coming out, I want
that looks good.
For my collection specifically, I want that Crow. But what irritates the living shit out of me is that Superman that they're bringing out after the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Right.
Right. To me, that was a punch in the face to the Mezco collectors. It's like, you gave us this one, and then you're going to resell it again with better paint, better stuff.
Yep.
And it's like, come on now. It's like John Wick all over again.
Hopefully with a better face.
Hopefully.
Now, Nate, we got much more to talk about, but I know your favorite Transformer, so I'm glad we have you here tonight for this one. Because we got a little bit of a leak rumor. It's probably going to happen. The next Commander class figure for Kingdom, Rodimus Prime. This is translated. We're seeing pre-orders are supposed to begin March 10th, probably for the Japanese audience. So we'll probably get better pictures of this. I know people have been beating this to death. August release date. The Japanese price is around $121, hopefully in the $80 range in the US. 9-inch trailer.
I'm just reading that. I never noticed it said that.
I mean, gotta love you some Google Translate.
$90 and $80 Rodimus. That's not even Titan. That's not even the same size as Jetfire.
Oh, I bet
Wait for
it
the
will
US
be.
version.
I think the robot is going to be the same size as Optimus Prime, and I think they're taking a gamble here.
I like it better that way. I don't like the oversized leader class robots that don't scale right.
Same here, but it's just still $80 for all.
Well, we'll see what it includes.
Yeah,
but then again, any trailer is going to
Wow.
be more substantial than that Optimus Prime trailer.
I'm looking forward to seeing what this includes, but right off the muscle right here, what I'm not digging is Unpainted Rims. I'm not digging the fact that they decided to shoehorn in, and like T and I were talking about this, and T's theory is, well, they had to put the spoiler on the back. But it's just like, we got, the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod, and he doesn't have waffling on the spoiler. He's got painted rims. And if you're going to take a leader class figure and give him a whole bunch of stuff, come on, put the love into it. Now, again, this is just an early picture, and as we know, things change with these early shots of Transformers.
Well, what I don't like already, and I already see it in the robot mode, look at that freaking stack of pipes on his arm.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes all the way back, and it's like you would think sometime by now, like they did it well with the Studio Series one where it just clips in.
Yes.
It's two separate pieces. I mean, at least do something like that. They're not showing the trailer, so to me, I mean, that's a huge thing. Like, are we gonna have the pop up, display with the missiles, and the gun that shoots out of the back of the trailer? That is the catch. But 130,000 yen, that's $120 US. So and that's the car one, so will be 75-80 for us, but still, yeah, it shouldn't be a Supreme class. It should be a leader class.
I agree. I also kind of wish, like, I know they're still trying with the city building gimmick, and it'll probably have like the MicroMaster ramps on it, but I just wanted to fish like DX9 Carry is one of my favorite third-party figures, and I really want to see like Hasbro or Takara take that all-in-one transformation and do it with the Rodimus Prime. No car mode, just Space Winnebago robot.
I mean, they pulled it off with Ultra Magnus, so
absolutely.
Yeah.
Just use Carrie. He seems chug to me.
I mean, the problem with Carrie is that, like, if you're doing a chug scale, like, Carrie is huge. He's the same size as the original MP09.
Is he taller than Combiner Wars Megatron?
Yeah. He's way too big, so to speak. What I don't like about it too is I'm looking at the legs. This has some of the same stuff that they did with the actual Studio Series legs. So I can see the hinge there where like they put the pieces inside the leg, which I like that. But like on mine, it doesn't stay. I mean, it doesn't clip in right. It just bows right back out. So I can see this being an issue too.
What I'm looking at is the faux ab crunch. If you look close enough there, that's not a real ab crunch. That's probably broken from the transformation.
That doesn't bother me so much, though.
Yeah, same.
I can't tell.
The other thing,
could be just his legs pointed forward, and he doesn't really have an ab crunch.
It's got the Japanese in front of it, but if you saw it there, it's just
the spoiler's too big too on it.
Well, the Masterpiece ab crunch looked like that, to be honest.
Yeah. I think the best thing I ever heard about the Masterpiece one is he looked like he was like wearing his dad's sweater. I never was able to get that, and I like the Masterpiece one, but it's like I still think the Studio Series 86 is the best hot rod ever made. And I don't know. I think this borrows some of the engineering, but God, I just T and I were talking. I was just like, I just wish that if they were going to do like the base mode, because like people, I think they're probably thinking like, well, people remember that original toy and it having the base mode. And I'm like, yeah, that toy is like kind of garbage. And I wish they would have just figured out a way to give him like an interesting cab mode that wasn't his, hot rod car mode.
Yeah.
Well, and you can see like they've already got it built in there because he's got a huge freaking windscreen. I mean, look at that windshield.
It looked like his hood is actually not fake. I mean, his hood chest.
He looks like if Hot Rod was in the movie Cars.
And Mater wasn't there to help him.
Why does he have a sword? I'm guessing they're making a Blitzwing, and they're probably just like, "Hey, give him that sword too, so we can justify the."
Don't tease me, son. Don't tease me.
Sportimus. I'm just gonna keep my Power of the Primes Rodimus. Power of the Primes Rodimus actually wasn't outside of the backpack. He wasn't terrible. He looked the part.
Oh yeah.
I just don't like his whole legs becoming the arms thing over it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a neat concept. All right, so next up, less interesting. We'll I put this one on the docket just because hey, we've talked about it before. This was also probably the laziest part of the Earthrise cartoon, but now he exists in toy form. The Quintesson Guard, which is just a black repaint of Siege Ironhide. Unknown if this is going to be a Generation Select or a Netflix subline. But yeah, here he is, a repaint of Ironhide. I mean, hey, he looks interesting. There's a new insignia, and really, the new insignia is the reason I put this one on the docket.
It just looks like an Atari 7800.
You know what? It kind of does. I like the paint on the weapon. I like the fact they painted the little missile pods. But yeah, I always thought it was just such a missed thing that in the Earthrise cartoon they didn't put Sharkticons in there. They're just like, hey, Ironhide, but gray.
Or even Alicons.
Or even Alicons, yeah. One of the two. One of the two. And, you know. But
I don't like it, and I'm going to skip it.
Likewise. All right, moving on. This one is our last little bit of official news, but it's kind of a discussion as well. Hasbro Pulse added a new section to their site this week. And in our show chat, we were talking about what's going on with Cobra Island. And yeah, so this new section, it does still hurt, but apparently Cobra Island figures are still in production. Target's just not ordering them. Hasbro has opened up a exclusive section on their site where they're selling figures that are retail exclusive. The Red Line. They're selling the Lord of the Rings Monopoly. I'm not sure where that's an exclusive. I think it might be Amazon. But this just opened up. Now, one would wonder, you know, Hasbro Pulse now charging for membership for their premium membership. Entertainment Earth is carrying some of the Target exclusives, which is a good sign. But if Hasbro Pulse comes through and says, hey, you can get the Troop Builder figures here, you can get Cobra Island, you can get the Netflix characters, this could be a game changer.
It saved me a lot of gas and money, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. You know.
And my blood pressure.
I feel like with Troop Builders, and I've said this numerous times, I'm almost like beating a dead horse here. But like Troop Builders should be evergreen figures. Like you should always be able to go into a Target, a Walmart, wherever, and find Stormtroopers, find your Clone Troopers, find your AIM or whatever Red Hand Ninjas. You should be able to find that sort of stuff every time you go in. Because if you can't find something new, hey, at least you're not walking out empty-handed. You know, you figure.
And not only that, but why not? I guess I don't understand certain figures like that. Why not work them into the cases more often, right? Why not devote one section of every pack of 6 to your Troop Builders and just keep them pumped out? You don't have to reinvent Hasbro. Black Series. You don't have to recolor Stormtrooper or Clone Trooper. Just cycle the ones back in. People will continue to buy them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me show you something real fast.
They might be scared that people won't order them.
There you go.
They can do it. They just don't want to.
Right.
Is it that they don't want to, or is it that like stores like Target aren't ordering them? Because I've never, it's funny, at all of the Targets I go to, they have 2 pegs dedicated to G.I. Joe. Just 2 pegs.
Right.
And I've never seen them filled.
Yeah, nor have I. I've only ever seen like a Roadblock or a
Cobra
Beachhead.
Commander occasionally. I've seen a Cobra Commander.
I saw Gung Ho. Yeah, I saw Gung Ho and Cobra Commander once. I grabbed them. I saw them at Walgreens once. It's like they know the demand's there. I think, and T, like the one Target you go to, it is so poorly run. I just don't think that the people running the stores prioritize toys as much. I mean, I don't know how much of a revenue stream toys are where they just are like, yeah, we're not going to prioritize this. But
well, I think a lot of it has to come down to 2 things: demand and supply. So people are demanding that we have more of these items. Hasbro, in their infinite wisdom, did not do enough supply. Let me explain something. So you guys saw I tagged everybody for Cobra Infantry, Zartan, and everybody from that wave, right? Right. So they sent me Cobra Infantry. They sent me half of my shipment. They still have not sent me the other half of my Cobra Infantry or my Zartans or my revision cases that show, the new new colors. Yeah, the new Scarlet and and Roadblock. Hasbro does not meet the demand of customers because they don't have enough supply. Even after, remember last year, they said, "Oh, we didn't realize like how good G.I. Joe is going to do. We didn't order enough." They're still not ordering enough from China. They're not having enough made to be brought over, and so there are some stores that don't order enough, and that does happen. Target's a good example of that. Walmart is. I mean, like Walmart, I've never seen a G.I. Joe classified in Walmart ever. I've only seen it in Target.
And that was it.
I saw Roadblock once. That was it.
And it was sad because my store, and it's depending on what kind of store you have too. Like there's different classes of stores, like Walmarts and Targets. So like I have a Class C Target, which means I don't get everything that comes out on normal distribution. So like we got the Cobra Vipers. We got one case of Cobra Vipers. That was it. We didn't get Firefly. We didn't even get the previous Cobra Island stuff. We never got Baroness. And even on the NECA stuff, we still don't get a lot of that stuff here. And it all depends on your store. So if your store is not, classified at the right level, the people can't actually even order. Like I know the guys who run the toy department in Target, and he's trying to order and he can't because our store is classified the way it is. Our Walmart is exactly the same here. You guys remember when the in-game waves were coming out and Gamerverse waves for the Gamerverse first wave came out? I was three months behind everybody else, and when I finally got that wave in my store, it all depends on your area too.
I gotta wonder too, Nate. Like, because one of the things I've noticed is it seems like Hasbro is also competing with themselves to get the next waves out rather than replenishing waves that are selling well.
Yes,
they are. Red Ninjas. I mean, that was a good example of that, where they sent us the initial stock that they had, and then they had to go literally make more and get more sent out. And I ended up getting 4 more cases of those in this week just to have more stock in. But it's just, there's a big lull in time. And that's what's killing a lot of us is that if Hasbro is making more and more of these during every cycle, we wouldn't be running out as fast. And of course, I sell stuff, by the case, as far as ninjas and troop builders. So that's what I try to do for you guys. And you can order it that way. That's the thing is, like I was showing you guys the case. I can order a case of 6 Red Ninjas. I can order a case of 6 Cobra Infantry, and it gets sent to me in the exact case. Hasbro does that. So there's no reason why they shouldn't have the same amount of figures in the actual physical store, because the stores can order that too. But
I'm noticing that a whole bunch of figures now are getting their own individual DPCI. When it used to be for the one case, now all of them have their own individual. And
they should. I mean, literally, Walmart does the same thing. Walmart gets its own SKU for every figure. So, and then, well, if you guys remember a couple of years ago when Power of the Primes came out for and all the Dinobots, for all the waves.
Oh God, yeah.
Each one of those had a DPCI. That's when that really started, because you would have a case DPCI, then you'd have a figure. You didn't, if you found the case, great, but you didn't know if it was just a repack of the old stuff, which is continually what happens. So you really have to go off the figure DPCI to find out if you can find it. I mean, that's how I got the Vipers. Literally, I saw it that morning on Brickseek that it was out there, and I went and picked up some.
That's how I got all these X-Men. I put in the DPCI for. I gave them the DPCI for Wolverine, but it was the whole case, and they weren't even bringing them from the back. You have to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah. And fortunately, again, pro tip, if you go to Target, their little computers, if you go in the toy section and you see something in stock, they have a press for assistance. Do it.
Yes.
That's how I got the Kingdom
Oh,
Megatron. And the morning I met up with, I went to the Annapolis Target. Just I had like a gut feeling, like hey, maybe I should go there. And I ran into Seth from the DMV Action Figure Society, and he had done that. Was calling for help, and Target's employees might be reluctant, but they have it in stock and they're not budging. Be a Karen, get a manager, because the manager will be like, wait a minute. It's kind of an unfortunate thing. Like I think, again, I'm not going to put blame on the Funko Pop collectors, but like that, a lot of the folks that are, because like the neighboring departments, electronics, a lot of those people have gone wise to the fact that there's value in this stuff, and they'll try and hide it for themselves. And it's unfortunately becoming a common practice at Targets. We're finding.
yeah. When I found that case, the guy was like, "Do you mind me asking where you found those?" I was like, "He probably went right over there and hit it." Because the next day it said they had six on hand, but the girl said that they didn't have them in the store. She was probably lying.
Well, no. What happens is people hide stuff too in a store. So my store actually had 2 Vipers. And literally all of us that were there that morning that picked up the Vipers, I got 2. One guy got 1, the other guy got 1, other guy got 1. So what happened is those 2 of those guys must have hid their 2, hid their individuals somewhere in the store. Because for literally a month, it was one still in the store, one in the store. And I looked everywhere. I mean, I'm looking through suitcases. That's where I would hide something if I was in the Target. But literally, it was nowhere to be found. And even the guys, that work in the store, and I know the manager's like, dude, we've looked everywhere for this stuff. These guys, wherever they hit them good. But
that's something else they do too. If the stuff is street dated, they ring something else up and take that figure.
Yeah.
So that count is forever off.
Mm-hmm.
No, they do recounts and cycle counts. They'll correct it. It's just not a daily thing.
If something's street dated, they just say, "Sorry, Dave, you can't have it." That happened to me.
Oh, you know what? Before we get too ahead of ourselves, Nate, you got some stuff you're planning on giving away on this channel, and we haven't figured out the rules.
Right now, do a spin.
Do we want to give away? I mean, we haven't been counting names. Normally we have Mr. Joe Crab quietly in the background cataloging everybody that's in the chat, everybody that's watching and commenting.
That's why he's not here today. He didn't feel like doing it.
This will be pretty easy, actually. So the way I would like to do this is it isn't just the people that's in the stream, it's also the subscribers as well for Figure Action. So there's going to be
late bloomers.
Yeah, because there is people that might not be able to watch. Or sometimes I can't watch either because I've got so much going on at home. But I do want to give gifts to everybody that's been part of Figure Action for the last couple of years. So there's 4 major gifts in here. So let me start with gift number 4. Gift number 4 is the NECA Back to the Future Part 2 Marty and Biff. And just because I got extras, I'm going to throw in the Doc Brown that just came out. I got extra.
Scott!
The Great Scott, man. Somebody's going to get that. So that's gift number 4. Gift number 3 is going to be an SH Figuarts Beskar Mandalorian. It's my last one, and so I wanted to give that one away. Gift number 2, Diamond Select Thor, which is the old school one that a lot of people have been wanting to find.
Got that freaking hammer.
Yep, it is that version. You're going to get a Marvel Legends Captain Marvel because I want somebody else to have that Captain Marvel. And then Marvel Legends Tech Suit Spidey, which that one's actually getting a pretty decent premium now because everybody's been wanting to get it because of the movie. So that would be gift number 2. Gift number 1, the big one. You're going to get a Netflix Alita 1, a Netflix Bumblebee, a Netflix Reflector times 3. Yes, you'll be able to build the whole camera. Netflix Chromia, Earthrise Wheeljack, a Siege Impactor, and a Siege Red Alert. So that's what we shall call the Transformers pack. So what we'll do is do 4 different spins. So that way everybody that's in it could actually get a nice chance. So we'll do like a gift 4, we'll do a thing of spins, and then do gift 3, then do a thing of spins, do gift 2, and yada yada. Rules though, there's always got to be rules. 1, you got to be subscribed to this channel. 2, you got to have your subscriptions public so we can see them. 3, you got to be following me on Instagram, and Dave and Matt, and most importantly though, to be counted, you've got to be following Figure Action on Instagram as well. And then last but not least, you have to like my store. So come to my store and like my store. And then actually last, I'll change the rules since it is my rules. So number 5, be subscribed to me as well.
Yeah, right. That's important.
I mean, come on.
Everybody. I think everybody already is, but hey, just as a reminder.
I think we'll have to cut this one and do a second video. But I guess what we ought to do is do a different hashtag each week. So for this one, do we have everybody do it through this video, or do we? Well, I think we'll do
prize 3.
Let's do.
Let Nate talk.
So I was going to say, let's do that. We'll do 1 a week. We'll start out with this week's, and then the hashtag will be gift 4. Make it easy.
Hashtag gift 4, GIFT, and the number 4.
And that's it.
And if you don't have social media,
yeah, I'm sorry, I can't get that one.
Hashtag gift 4 on this video. So we'll put out a post on Facebook. We'll do I'll put out a video tomorrow, letting everybody know. We'll cut this one. I'll pop in, and we'll get that up and running. I'll also probably try and do a stream this weekend, so stay tuned for that.
Never got to quit because I want to win that best car.
You can't play, dude. Nobody on us can play.
As we mentioned
in November.
As we mentioned tonight too, we are going to be giving away a shirt, a Figure Action shirt from our Teespring store. You can rep one like Dave or myself. I've been collecting names, so if you haven't participated in the chat already, pop in, say hi, tell us how you're doing, and before we wrap up the show tonight, we will do a Wheel of Destiny A1. Well, actually, you know what? I like the eliminations because they're fun. They're fun. Eliminations are we know from Joe that eliminations are the way to go. So pop in the chat.
Should they put the hashtag in the real comments or these comments right here?
No, in the real comments.
Real comments.
In the real comments.
Because I see everybody putting in these comments right here.
Comment on the video after it posts.
Wait a minute. Your wife is eligible though.
Oh,
I don't know. That's kind of, he's gonna wear it though. I don't know about that one.
Well, no, we'd make him get the woman's tee, and then if he's really, we'll see if he comes with like the big V-neck. Hey guys, how's it going? I got my Figure Action
all the
shirt.
hamburger meat hanging out, yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So the shirt giveaway is continental U.S. only, Alaska, Hawaii, Canada included. So there we go. All right, and I'll be tracking folks as the show progresses. KJ, I got you. Chris Barnes, I got you. I'm doing a. I'd be making Joe proud if he was here. Anyway, we got a bit more to talk about. We got a couple quick third-party items, and the first one will be quick. It's it'll be quick. It'll be quick. I'm telling you. Zeta Toys has a new combiner set coming out. Hey, we like Zeta. I like Zeta.
Pass.
I haven't even said what it was. I haven't even said it was. And you're like, pass. I won't get one.
Damn lie, and you know it. You got 2 on order.
Evil Superions, evil aerial bots,
Superior.
Dark Side Superion.
It's
Why?
a quick cash grab, but it does look good.
Yeah, right. That's what I was going to say is like, if you don't, I could see the appeal of this guy given the color scheme. I mean, he doesn't like relate to me for any reason whatsoever, but it is badass looking.
He needs a giant red sword.
I'll agree. I will absolutely agree. I mean,
that's cool. That is cool. I can't argue with that.
It would look good on a shelf. I would actually, I absolutely see every full appeal of this, but as I said, he needs a giant red freaking translucent sword.
Well, they need to do something. Zeta's been out of the business for a while.
But that's probably, it's a revenue generator. That's exactly what this is. It's a 100% revenue generator.
Yeah.
I wonder what the price is on this thing.
It probably won't be too bad. I mean, they haven't listed it yet, but normally this is like one. It's like 270. I would probably guess.
Oh,
no,
go higher.
Like 350.
350.
350. Yeah. Yeah. Originally, the gift sets. I based that off the fact I got the Bruticon set for 270. Which,
this kept Toy World going for how long doing repaints? So you know what?
Hey, power to them.
Yeah, I actually called my guy today about him just to try to find out some information, and he was saying 300 to 350, based upon the last metallic Bruticon and metallic Superion that came out.
Yeah.
Like I said, it looks sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll look at it after when quarantine's over.
So next up, newcomer TMT Toys. They're showing off a Age of Extinction / Last Night Optimus. This looks to be more in keeping with the traditional movie masterpiece scale. Now, normally I would be like, I really like the Unique Toys one, but the proportions look pretty good on this, and they're showing off some of the features. This is just a resin prototype here. Some of the play features like the sword going through the chest, light up eyes, like the knee, the sculpt does not break when you manipulate it. Opening chest. I guess they're going to do a matrix in there.
That transforms?
This transforms. And what's interesting about this is it's kind of like alternators-esque. So they're showing off that not only do the doors open, because like on the Unique Toys one, the doors open, but there's nothing in there. This actually has seats like an alternators figure.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know nothing about this company. I know Unique Toys is kind of their Galvatron's going to be it as far as they're saying. Jedi Mindset says late to the game. They are late to the game, but if this transformation is not a hellscape, because I watch Ben's, I'm like, look, if you don't know Ben's like one of the chillest people out there. Absolutely chill. He started his channel as a mechanism to cope with with PTSD after he got out of the military. He's very chill. He gave up on that Toy World one. He lost it. He was like, I'm done. I can't transform this. And there's a guy who's like, oh, this is just a pre-production sample. Moving on.
I told him it seems like he's trying to take my thing.
But he's very chill. Like I said, if this transformation isn't a hellscape, I think it might be interesting. Also depends on the paint job too.
I wonder about the joints and everything on it.
Yeah.
I mean, is it going to be like the G Creation Ultra Maximus all over again?
Yeah.
I mean, the weapons look good.
The weapons do look good. I mean, and that's the other thing too, is he comes with guns, swords, the shield, well, not swords, a sword. I guess technically the sword does turn into an. I can't tell if it's a different sword that goes into the chest or not.
I mean, I'll see how it looks painted. I'll see how it looks, how the pricing is.
Yeah,
I think
those.
the Unique Toys one, so if this one looks cool.
It looks good. I probably won't get it.
I mean,
Yep.
I love the Unique Toys one. It's fun to transform. It looks the part. I just don't like the fact that when you move the elbows and the knees, it breaks the sculpt. Yeah.
Breaking the sculpt.
All right, let's get out of Transformers news and let's talk non-Transformers. Starting off with an interesting one on the U.S. Patent Office. Yes, the U.S. Patent Office. Well, technically, Hasbro has filed a patent. Finally, this one's interesting. I'm assuming it has to do with the Snake Eyes movie coming out. Can you see the trademark?
Nope.
Arishikage. They did not have this trademarked previously.
Wow.
And so yeah, the mark information per His Tank, they dug into this a little bit. I think there's some documents in here saying that they plan on having this for figures, for vehicles, and for role play items. So I'm guessing they are probably going to let me get that GIF queued again. Beat a dead horse with their G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Origins movie, but still pretty cool that they're going after that trademark. And hopefully, I know Andrew in the chat was saying earlier, like, well, hopefully the G.I. Joe movie helps get figures in stores.
Yeah, I mean, they've been with such a drought for such a long time on G.I. Joe. A little oversaturation is not a bad thing. It gives it a chance for everybody to get a little piece of something.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys remember the last time we had a movie thing like that in a store? I mean, remember, like, every movie that used to come out, they used to have a huge display and whatnot.
Yep.
Now you really get an
those in years.
Yeah. And not only did it have the display and end cap, it was like, man, it's like I remember going to to like Walmart and Target in the early 2000s, and there was a Transformers aisle.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that when Dark of the Moon came out. When I mean, it was an event.
The last time they did it was Toy Story, and those toys sat there.
They're still sitting here,
right?
I think when they split up with Thinkway, those toys just really suffered. And like Nate said, yeah, they're still sitting there. They're like the one. Like my Walmart will be wiped clean. I've shown pictures of the aisle, but that's the one thing you can count on is Toy Story 4 toys will be on those shelves.
And those
they did
and
that
Godzilla toys.
What's that, Dave?
And Godzilla toys.
Yeah, those, yeah, I think that's the thing is like people haven't seen the movie yet, so it's like
Saw a spoiler for it today. I was really ticked off.
They had the display for Black Widow.
Mine
Yeah,
did.
like the pod thing in the middle of Walmart.
Did they have a display? I was gonna say I don't think I've ever seen a display.
Yeah, it was like one of those. I forget what they call it. The big square thing in the middle of Walmart.
Yeah, the jets out.
And in the back, they had the whole Venomized Titan figures, and they did have a thing like that for Scooby Doo as well, or Scoob, and Wonder Woman. It wasn't like a gigantic display, but they had those in Walmart at least.
Yeah, we had the Wonder Woman one, but it's full of multiverse.
Right.
And those
Or
multiverse are still here.
That don't sell.
Yeah. They should just give that golden one away.
Right.
You buy a loaf of bread, you get a golden Wonder Woman.
If it was $5, I would have been bought one.
Is it wrong? I was almost tempted to buy that golden Wonder Woman just to get the flight stand to give to my drowned figure.
I'll tell you,
I bought one to take the wings off to use on something else.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Alyssa, you did miss the giveaway announcement, but the good news is you've got time to enter, so you just might have to... When was that at? That was at the what point? The 1 hour and 15-minute mark?
Yeah, well,
You might have to do a little fast forwarding.
Yeah, we're still doing. We're gonna do the giveaway before we close up the show. So after we get through our news, we'll do a prize wheel to round out.
Smack Andrew upside the head for falling asleep on us.
Just take his phone, log in, and you're good to go.
If I didn't have to talk, I'd probably be asleep right now.
Thanks, man. I'm glad to know we can keep your attention.
I know what will get T's attention. If the Arishikage trademark doesn't get his attention, we got to talk about Mezco G.I. Joes.
And
this
Power
was
Rangers, let's lump them in together.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the Power Rangers. There is the Green Ranger coming. We know all of the core Rangers are coming. The Ranger is going to be, I believe, he's going to be an exclusive.
Son of a bitch.
To what? To their
MDX. That's what I'm hearing.
Show me his face, and we'll put a pre-order down.
But let's.
I was going to say that, but would you actually just like when I buy a Power Ranger, I don't buy them because of the face sculpts. I buy them because of the helmet. I always keep them in a helmet.
But for high-end stuff, it would be lovely if they had the mask off ability.
You like the option?
Yeah, especially that would be the only reason why I would get a Hot Toys is because of their unmasked face. If they don't come with that, then I wouldn't want it.
Well, but it's also best. Remember what they did with John Wick?
Yeah,
they showed us what the face was supposed to look like. That's not what I got.
That's true, but that's also that's also the minority of it, right? I mean, most of the Mezcos that I've ever at least followed have been fairly true. I think the John Wick created such a stir because that was so egregious.
Yeah, you got Adam Driver goes to Comic-Con.
They look good. I said Punisher and Hella looked good, and even the Spider-Man one, the Far From Home. Now Black Panther, that didn't look like anybody. I don't know who he looked like.
But
come on, Kev, you know.
This Destro is looking dang.
Yes.
So this Destro is weird, though, right? I mean, I think I'm in for this. I'll say that. But there's two radically different face sculpts for him.
Yes.
Right.
Radically different. Like if it was illustrated by two different people.
Well, I was going to say they look like comic book cover art.
Right. Interpretation. It's like two different artist interpretations, which I dig. I think that's a great idea. That one's very human-esque, humanoid, and then the other one's straight up like comic book.
Yeah, is it 4 faces or 2?
2.
We don't know yet.
2 so far.
I was hoping it was really 4. Give us another one with the square eyebrows and a different expression. And another one with the cartoon face with a different expression.
It just says detail cloth outfits, multiple heads, hands, accessories. It doesn't specify everything it's going to come with. I'm sure as we get closer to the different toy fairs that are coming out this year, we'll probably see more.
And that's the good thing about Mezco too, right? Is that their solicits are really straightforward. They're product shots with everything laid out. That's one of my favorites. Instead of having to go through like SHF, like you have to like tab through the pictures and pick out what's different and the different hands and the different face sculpts. For this one, it's like all on the one page. And I'm looking forward to that for this guy to see what he comes with.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm hearing, this is not an exclusive. G.I. Joes will not be an exclusive.
I would hope not after all the bullshit with the classified series. Not that they're related, but still.
Well, they kind of are if you think about it. It's still owned by Hasbro.
Yeah, but I mean, right. But they're going after two different demographics there. But I mean, just like for the G.I. Joe collector overall, like has had to deal with the classified crap for 2 years now.
God,
Throw them out.
That looks so good.
You get to go to the beach and take that picture if you buy this. That's an accessory, a trip to the beach.
I think cloth accessories really look good here. I mean, I've been interested in the 3-0 ones.
This kills him.
Right.
Yep, I did the 3-0 ones, which is going to be kind of nice to have a 1-6 and a 1-12, and I'll have all these other ones from Lightning Play.
I can build the perfect diorama for those. I mean,
Ernie's Juice Bar.
they'll look beautiful in I mean, because they got to do all 6.
Yeah,
They don't
definitely.
have to. What if they just released this? The White Ranger.
What if they just released Destro?
Mm-hmm. Cobra Commander, they would be dumb if they don't release that. Everybody wants that.
Oh god,
That's good. Go ahead.
What
I was
the
gonna say that-
Cobra Commander with a wired cape and all that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Cloth
Cobra
mat.
Commander.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
A real cloth hood.
Yeah, he's soft goods city, so it's.
But didn't Hasbro say that they were doing away with the hooded look? So even the Mezco probably won't have it.
You never know, because
Well, I hope not. I hope it does, but I'd be skeptical.
haven't they solicited like statues with the hooded look? Like
I will look that up. Continue on.
See, if they do Cobra
Blue
Commander, I want
one.
both head sculpts. I want the one with the mask and the one with the draping thing where you can see his eyes through the cutouts. I want both
Mhm.
versions.
So he's blue. What are people gonna mistake him for? He's freaking
Remember the Blue Klux Klan?
the Blue Klux Klan.
I don't know.
Is that like the Blue Man Group, but they're hateful?
Exactly.
The Blue Man Group is plenty hateful. Don't let them fool you.
No, I just thought they were like Smurfs, but Joe.
No, Matt, you're just saying that they're hateful because you tried to visit them backstage and they didn't talk to you. They don't
No,
talk
but-
to anybody.
No, but they blew me.
Oh,
Are you going to say they blew you off?
No, I just said they blew me. I stopped there. I made it even worse.
Well, oh boy.
I don't see any current product sales, Jordan, of anything Cobra Commander related that features the cloth hood that's official.
Hmm.
Just doing a quick search. I'm sure someone can correct me, but I'm not seeing it. Just my 30 seconds worth of looking.
unless you do third party.
Right, and that is coming up. That 3D printed resin.
It's expensive.
Well, the painted version is.
Oh, you know what? I can actually use that GIF that I love to toss in here.
Uh,
All right, moving on.
where's my King of Angst? Oh,
The King of Angst.
yeah, the Crow.
Oh, the Crow. We covered him a couple weeks ago, didn't we?
I don't know. That's the one. That one.
We covered. I thought we covered that Mezco lottery, or not Mezco lottery.
No.
The
There's the
schmoes.
Crow.
Yeah. I do want the Crow. There's not enough articulated Crow merchandise out there. Now we get into our weekly tradition of talking about NECA Ninja Turtles. Loot Crate Part 3. This is the limited edition Crate Series 2. We've talked about Loot Crate a couple times or previously. You don't want Danny?
I love the fact they got the Sid Vicious shirt.
Yes. I will just get the movie crate. I hope it comes with the shirt. It would be awesome if it came with the shirt in the crate. I would be thrilled.
I don't even remember Danny.
What? He
I
was
haven't watched this movie in a billion years.
You need to go watch it though.
Yeah, this movie is fantastic.
Was
It
this
holds
part
up
one?
so well.
Yeah.
This
So yeah, we get Danny in crate 1.
50 down.
Yeah.
He was in the video game.
Yes. And then for crate 3, we get a Mirage Comics.
Shredder.
mutated shredder.
Yeah.
Shredder.
Then we get Super Don. Is it Super? Is it
He's
Super
kind
Don?
of like Donatello being Batman.
Yes.
Yeah. And then if you buy all 4 of them, you get a bonus figure.
I bought all 4 already.
So you get Scrag. Yeah, I'm just getting the movie crate. And I'm hoping that it let's see, does it come with the Does it ask you your shirt size?
Yeah.
Yep. So do a large shirt, add to cart, and I will pick that up after the show.
These are all beautiful figures that we're showing.
Yeah.
But I don't even have the movie Turtle, so.
I know I do.
I do.
That's the
I'm
only
just-
turtles I have from NECA are the movie Turtles.
Same.
I might
I'm
get
saying about-
a new Super Shredder since he was in a video game.
Yeah, T broke my Michelangelo nunchuck. I ain't fixed it yet though.
He pulled the string out, did he? The side of it.
You
I
did what?
forgot all about that. That was yours?
Yeah, remember Joe had it sent to your house and then you dropped it off to me.
Oh, I thought they were Joe.
No,
You
he
broke
didn't volunteer his own. He volunteered mine.
If I'd have known they were yours, I wouldn't have broken. Sorry.
But you still would have broke Joe's.
Yeah, that's what he tore that
He's
shit.
not here, so yeah.
Next up, we have the final form of Cooler
Who?
coming from Figuarts. Cooler. He was from one of the
Frieza's brother.
Dragon Ball Z movies. Frieza's brother, yes.
I'm trying to trigger Kevin.
I was gonna say that was it. That who was aimed right at Kevin.
Hey, Brad.
And
This is crap.
We nicknamed him Yeti.
I thought he was Coleman.
Why is the other world one named Frost? Like he has a cold name. What is the name of their species?
I don't know,
That's
but it's
really-
pretty chill. They really need to learn how to chill out.
Try now. Go back to it, Dave. Try again. Do a reset. Nope.
They're chill Reviewans.
Look, that Frost. When I was watching the episode where Frost was fighting, and he really tricked me. I thought he was nice.
You know what I realized Cooler looks like? He looks like someone walked in on a football player in the locker room, and he hasn't put his pants on yet.
Or what are those wrestlers with the big shoulder pads?
Oh, you mean like
Yeah.
Vader and yeah.
Oh, Hulk
Road
Hogan.
Warriors, Legion of Doom.
Yeah, that's what he looks like.
This guy looks amazing though. Like I don't know, man. Something about this figure is really speaking to me.
It's the fact he's not wearing pants.
Yeah, but a lot of them don't. I mean, Frieza doesn't wear pants. Cell doesn't wear pants.
Kev, if you unsubscribe, you can't win a shirt tonight.
Or Nate's contest.
Yeah. Or Nate's contest.
All I
Kevin
need to
already
know
has two of those figures that were mentioned.
Isn't this guy selling for 170? I think
On-
it is.
He's selling.
Right?
He's expensive.
He is selling for if you get the big bad version. The big bad version right now is going for, drum roll please, $125 with a deposit. But that's because it's a Bandai US premium exclusive that Big Bad is buying from them. So do not buy from Big Bad if you want him. Buy from Bandai Direct, and he's $80 plus $10 shipped.
Yeah, and
Right
no
away?
deposit.
Was
do
that-
like his
You have
tail.
to pay right
His
away?
tail's articulated.
Yes, you do. You have to pay today, and it ships in September.
Dave, what was it you said about the articulation?
Look at the tail. He's got ball joints in the tail.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
That's
Because
why
they had Hit solicited too, and I'm looking at Hit, and I'm like, I like that character, but that's a boring design. I don't know, something about the Hit just doesn't strike it with me. This guy is a lot more interesting.
Is it
It looks
his
like a mushroom tip.
Hey, I was gonna say it in a less eloquent way, but yes, we'll go that.
As he
I
does
gotta-
a Frieza.
I gotta add the that's a penis to our gift library here.
well, that's why I
There's
don't
some-
really do P Bandai on my store for that reason. It's cheaper just to go straight to them.
After all those boob jokes, they had to put Hit in there.
All right. Next up, speaking of boob jokes, Red Guardian. He let himself go. Hey, we're actually getting a Red Guardian and Molina 2-pack from the Black Widow movie, which, hey, it hasn't come out yet. I can't tell if this is supposed to be like a Red Guardian action figure or he gets shrunk.
No, it's a Red Guardian action figure.
That's a pretty cool touch. I'm guessing they were like
didn't have a beard, right? Or it didn't have a long beard.
I
haven't touched it.
Yeah, like the original Red Guardian was like way off. Like what? Like I'm pretty sure it was like based off of like concept art.
Yeah.
But they knew what he looked like.
Yeah, like there's the original one right there. And it like kind of sort of could be David Harbour, but nope, that's David Harbour right there.
And like I said, the funny part is the fact that they get the 2 head sculpts on there. I can almost justify now having the old one, and I'll put the good David Harbour face on the old figure and make this one with the premium body sculpt and everything.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like your original figure doesn't go to waste. You know, you just pop the head off and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Isn't that the chick from The Mummy? Or was she in contact? Not him, but the chick.
Yeah.
That's not Keira Knightley.
The head sculpt there kind of looks like, I know it's not, but it looks like Maisie Williams almost.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little less bug-eyed.
Oh, look, someone put in a comment from 2010.
This is supposed to be on DVD by now. Yeah.
Man, that comment's pretty old. I think you mean Blu-ray, sir.
I'm surprised they haven't made a cosplay Hopper yet.
Well, her ankles are gonna suck. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, they're gonna
She has
be.
the same body as Black Widow.
Oh God, is that first Black Widow body?
I believe it is.
What? She,
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks exactly the same except for the head.
I like the grappling hook. I'm not pre-ordering this. If I see it on closeout, I'll pick it up.
I like that he comes with that Red Guardian action figure. That's cool.
Yeah, like I said, if I see him if he goes on closeout, I'll pick him up. I'm not picking him up fresh.
Do we know if Black Widow is releasing on Disney Plus simultaneously?
I think it's theaters only.
Okay.
I think that's their plan. I think it's like one of the weird ones where they're not doing a.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
I just thought of the weirdest. Okay, total tangent. Total tangent. I just thought the weirdest Black Widow theory. What if at the end of this movie, because of how Phase 4 is supposed to be with Invasion, that they end up somehow Black Widow gets being switched with a Skrull, and the one that died in Infinity War is now a Skrull.
That wouldn't have worked to get the Soul Stone, though, would it?
If he thought he loved her.
Yeah, Barton's the one who made the sacrifice.
Mm.
Oh my God.
When she reverted back to a Skrull when she died, though?
You never saw her corpse.
You did. They zoomed in on her mangled body at the bottom of the cliff. You saw her blood coming out the back of her head.
Yeah, but she could revert it later.
She did. Now you're just making shit up. Come on, Dave.
I'm just saying. I just found a way of getting us more Scarlett Johansson in a leather outfit. Okay.
Remember that big Disney Plus clips of the new shows coming out? One of those clips looked like they showed Black Widow sitting on a rock and where she died at, just sitting there, but from the back.
I'll have to look at that. I don't remember that.
So they could always pull a Gamora and bring it from another universe.
Right. Yep.
It's comic books. They can just get it from a different timeline.
True.
Like they did Gamora.
Yeah, exactly. And in comic books, nothing is set in stone except for the back of Black Widow's head in the movie. But
didn't Professor Xavier die as many times as Optimus Prime?
Yeah, for the most part. I
think Jean Grey still has the record. Scott shouldn't even be grieving anymore. Oh, I give it 2 years.
Move on to Emma.
No, he moved on to Emma.
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah, he did.
Well,
But
let's
now he's
move
gonna-
on to
Now he's
NECA.
gonna couple with Wolverine.
Yeah, that was on the Loki preview.
I need this.
Yep. So we have an American Werewolf in London coming from NECA. This is the only shot we have. It's a preview shot.
That's all I need.
I'm guessing it's going to be
I haven't seen in 40 years.
great practical effects. Put it there.
Yeah, I'm going to order 3 of them.
You know what I want to see NECA make? The Blob, the '80s Blob.
The stuff.
The stuff.
I mean, the stuff would be hard to do for figures, unless you're like doing death scenes.
The stuff would just be a movie replica of like how they did those alien eggs.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like the bin of it.
Are you eating it, or is it eating you?
Or they can make marshmallow stuff.
I mean, they could. But I'd love to see like an '80s Blob. If you go, like I forgot how cool that movie was, and I watched the Red Letter Media review of it, and I was like, oh man, that was a brutal movie, and it like really subverted a lot of expectations.
But I don't. Back on subject. I want this figure. I absolutely love everything about this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more shots of this one. I don't collect NECA horror, but I think for those that do, they are in for a treat.
Oh, that's just a good werewolf figure.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Is if you wanted a good werewolf for your collection, definitely a great option there.
You can fight Geralt.
He could.
Yes. Actually, he would. That would.
Here you go, Dave. I made
I
a
wish
sale.
somebody would make a Selene figure. Then I could have a Selene fight on werewolves.
I'm surprised nobody's made some updated modern Underworld figures.
Can the mouth shut?
I think it probably can. That seems like a no-brainer. But it
I
could
think he was
also
trying
be
to be low key rude and talk about your Zero. I think he wasn't talking about the figure.
Ooh.
I think he was trying to be rude. that was rude, T. It was rude, sir.
And last thing we have on the docket is a Mafex or Mafex figure from a series I still need to watch. The Boys. We have a Billy Butcher figure. I've been busy. It's like it's either I pick video games or I pick TV, and video games seem to win out.
That Carl Urban face sculpt, man, is awesome.
That grin.
Is awesome. Now the
Anybody who
caveat,
thinks-
though, huh?
I was about to say, for anybody who thinks WandaVision doesn't have enough action, watch The Boys.
Carl Urban needs to be freaking shoehorned into Star Wars so he can be in every major geek franchise ever made.
The caveat with this figure, though, you got to keep in mind is that this company has very good, painted prototypes that doesn't always 100% translate to the final product. So hopefully it looks this good in final release, but I wouldn't count on it being quite as good.
In 2024, when it comes out?
When it comes out.
Yeah. I don't know. The Dark Knight Returns and Hush series have been pretty good.
Yeah,
The
but those
cartoon.
right,
Yeah.
but those are comic book based faces though. This is more real life. That I think that's where they stumble a little bit. And I'm not saying it's a big, discrepancy between the two. It's just slight. They don't quite compare to the original. But if you're getting a baby with laser beams for eyes, you don't really care about that, do you? Because that's the coolest accessory of any action figure.
I think
No, I haven't
Mafex still
seen
does
anybody
better than
come up-
Big Wolves on human faces, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I haven't seen a bunch of people flaunting the Mafex Black Panther. That face, that promo picture looked exactly like Chadwick. I don't think I've even watched a review on that. I never see anybody talk about that. But these look all right. Maybe not that smiling one.
I don't know, man. That smiling one, I like that too. That's just creepy. He's not like swimming in accessories either, but all he needs is the stuff you see there plus a shitty attitude, and you're pretty good to go.
Everything you see plus a shitty attitude.
Yep.
And that's free.
that is free, right?
Hey,
free,
you know
free
what
with
else?
every purchase.
You know what else is free? One figure action T-shirt this evening. Yeah, I can be on it. So we are doing an
Don't see my name. I said hi in the comments.
You're on the show.
Yeah, I got shit for it, but then T says hi, and everyone just looked past that. So
Katie's got 3 seconds to pop in and say, "What up?"
She's probably asleep, sadly.
Do I have this set up for? Okay, let's see. 2 seconds spin. Let's see. Do I have it set up? Remove choice after it is landed on. So we are going to do an elimination round.
It's the elimination chamber. Oh wait, wrong genre.
All right.
Spin that wheel.
We're going to spin the wheel. Oh, Hot Cheetah's finger is the first one out.
It's okay. He got his spawn last week. He should be happy.
Chris Barnes.
Because I watched your review, Hot Cheetah's fingers.
Deluxe. Deluxe, you should buy a figure action T-shirt at this point, my friend.
I bought one. Come on.
Jose.
You know T-Fan Page is in Canada, right?
Yes, this is open to Canada.
Okay.
God damn, Dave, you're just trying to throw him straight under the bus, eh?
Poor Brian.
Nope. Surround Games Go, you are there. You're right here. So you are in, my friend.
You were asleep, Andrew.
Because, I believe Buddha is also in Canada.
Man, Jordan's been breaking hearts. He's just slicing through these guys.
Oh, did you do a second spin?
Oh, Andrew, there you were. There you go. And you're now you're out.
Oh.
2 second spin, right? See you, TF Fan Page.
And round she goes. The winner
It's Winston. Winston, you get a figure action shirt.
Yay.
Yes. Hot Cheetah's finger. You did lose first. Winston, just text me your size. I know you're a super tall dude, so let me know. And also let me know what design you want. I will get that ordered and shipped out to you, my friend.
Yeah, link in the description. You can browse and see.
And at Hot Cheetos, you got your spawn, so quit complaining.
My spawn doesn't even have tracking.
So I will put out now, like at this point in the show, you don't need a coupon code for this. If you go to, again, link in the description, go to the figure action page on Teespring and order something. If you act within the next 2 weeks, we will throw in a free shitty attitude with your order. All right, and then limited offer. I'll even sign it. So go down there, order one.
I think what I need to do is I need to make the Frozen Joe shirt. So we can commemorate the time Joe is frozen for like 10 minutes.
You see, you're late on this though, because Joe. So those that don't know, Joe is moving. They're moving to Florida, and he's down there now job hunting. So I believe what would have been best if you'd have had that shirt already ready. He could have worn it to his interviews today, his interviews tomorrow, and that would have really sealed the deal for him. But
it would have.
Zero, do me a favor. Could you message me that picture later tonight?
Yes.
Just message me that picture. I want to see what I can do with that.
R.I.P. his collection.
Yes. Well, it's soon to be me because I will be moving it, but I'm staying in the States, so for now
he's heading south.
Dude, how many people's living in that house?
7.
Jeez, I was gonna invite him over for dinner, but never mind.
You don't have enough plates, do you?
Yeah.
Nope.
It'd be like the Waltons or some shit.
Yeah, his wife got a job already, and they're selling their house and heading down. So.
Oh.
Day after day. But at least we'll see him for TFCon. He'll come
Yeah,
up.
and he's not leaving the show. I mean, they have internet in Florida. So
I mean,
do they have internet in Florida?
It's not like you have to be living in the same state with you guys to be cool.
But it certainly helps.
I think we need a stipulation that one, not only do we do a photo of the week, we also do a Florida man story of the week, and we sit around and question, was it Joe?
He has to move there first.
Well, he's moving there now. I mean, we just question, is Florida man this week? Was this Joe? We don't know. And then also his name on the show needs to be Florida man.
Florida Joe.
Florida Joe. Doesn't Florida occasionally, like a big water hand, come out of the ground and takes a house away?
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah. It's America's Wang.
All I want to know is who's cooking me dinner when I get to Baltimore.
Probably me. I've been like nuts about like doing steaks sous vide. So I gotta show you, like, dude. I take my precision cooker. We're gonna take a couple of filet mignons, hit them with a blowtorch. It's good. It's good stuff.
I'm gonna buy a freaking portable grill that I'm gonna put in the back of my car.
Man,
I'll be in my hotel. I'll be in the hotel. I'll be outside the hotel pavilion.
So everybody that watches Pake for Life, like, we've seen a little bit of Pake Unfiltered on this show. We don't have the subscriber count of a T-Man 978 or a Pake for Life on Figure Action. But when you meet Henry Pake at TFCon, you will not get the same guy you see that's like doing the very like laid back, oh, this is how we transform the figure. No, he will be like, fuck you, you're part of the problem in this community.
Belligerent motherfucker.
That's because, okay, Jordan, you are part of the problem by buying all those Fan Toys repaints. Just saying, you are part of the problem.
I won't deny that, but at the same time, I'm just saying,
right.
like,
Henry is right.
I'm just saying, but he would tell Deluxe, like, quit buying this Hasbro shit, and then he'd bitch slap him, and he'd be like, I gotta do some floor time right now.
He makes fun of me for my Predators, but I'm not saying he's not unfounded.
Well, so does Chris Hansen, but
Henry buys Hasbro stuff on the low. He just doesn't show it on his channel.
Yeah.
If Pake would just sit down and do some floor time with Baldwin, maybe he could come around to his way of thinking.
Oh, no. This comment is no. Ooh. If you think ribeye is the superior cut,
Henry,
no.
We need to hang out sometime. Henry, we need to hang. I like you more and more.
I will take, honestly, I'll take both sides of the T-bone. I'll take the strip or I'll take the fillet over the ribeye.
Give me the porterhouse.
The porterhouse is fantastic.
I just want a beer.
Why not both? Why not the trifecta? We do a cigar, we do a beer, and we do a steak, and that's like that's the ultimate pairing right there.
I will bring
my. I'll bet Henry's scared of cigars. I don't think.
Probably.
I will bring my portable charcoal grill.
But I have a humidor that is. I discovered buying cigars online. My humidor is now at max capacity. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Again, huge shout out and thanks, Nate. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you for taking your time. You know it's precious.
Cigars make Henry feel inadequate. So I'm going to reenact Cape Fear at TFCon.
Oh.
Nate, huge shout out and thanks. I'll get a video up tomorrow. We'll get it cut for the giveaway, not the getaway. Getaway is a Transformer. And yeah, it's been great hanging out with everybody. Our Where You Ats are in the link in the description. Check out the Fab Shot. Yep. As well as the link to Nate's Toys and Collectibles. We should also put his email in there. So if you're not on social media, you can get in touch and start buying from a great seller. Anyway, it's been great hanging with y'all. It's been great being here, and we will see you all again this time next week. Take care. Peace out.
Bye.